So, we have some very interesting news here, and good news indeed, as Atelier Ryza has reached 500,000 in shipments and digital sales. Now, that's actually really awesome. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, we have a bit of video game news here, and this is about Atelier Ryza. And, good thing is that it reached 500,000 in shipments and digital sales. Now, if you recall, there was an issue going on last year, and it's been actually almost an exact year from the time this was going on, was ResetEra was screeching over this game. They were screeching over the main character, Ryza herself, and her character design, saying that, oh, it's fan service, it's problematic. They were complaining, butthurt over her character design because she was too thick. Luckily, they didn't censor her character, which is good. So, I'm glad to see they didn't censor her character at all. Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness, and The Secret Hideout reaches 500,000 in shipments and digital sales. That is a success, because apparently their previous titles did not do as well. Koei Tecmo and Gust announced that its 2019 RPG Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness, and The Secret Hideout has reached the 500,000 milestone worldwide shipments and digital sales. So that's actually really cool. And here's the official Twitter announcement right here. So this is what they stated, and of course it is translated down below. So taking a look at what they stated, Atelier Ryza has tapped 500,000 in worldwide shipments. This was also thanks to all of you who continue to support us. We truly thank you all, and Ryza's adventure still continues with Atelier Ryza 2, so look forward to that as well. So it was so well, apparently they are making a sequel, which is actually supposed to come out this year. So I thought this was actually really cool. Now, what the funny thing is that the Puritans, ResetEra, they were screaming over her character design, which is kind of hilarious because now they're actually adding swimsuit DLC. And, they had a problem with Ryza's thickness because they were like, oh no, it's too bad. Sexy woman bad. Screaming over stuff like that. So basically, Atelier Ryza has just given them the finger, while making a lot of money over this game, which is awesome. I gotta give them credit. That is absolutely fantastic. And I'm glad there was no censorship because, I don't like censorship in anything. And so I'm glad to see that they didn't bend the knee. They didn't tone down her design. I'm very glad that they left Ryza the way that she was meant to be because, of course, they even stated themselves that they wanted Ryza to be kind of thick, which is good because, thick thighs saves lives. Now, of course, they also have this swimsuit DLC, which is also kind of like another middle finger to the Puritans because I can only imagine how they feel about that fan service because they always screech and scream over fan service all the time. They can't stand it, and so I think this is actually very hilarious. Now, of course, if we go back to the statements last year, which we're going to take a look at those, because we're going to see how badly they were screeching over Ryza's design. So take a look at this from ResetEra. So this is what this one person stated right here, saying, her ass cheeks are literally hanging out of her and has but a few fine straps tying the front and back of her pants. Like literally screeching over the design because they can't stand it. And if you look at the full design right here that they're screeching over, nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this design at all whatsoever. But they are just crying over it, which I think is absolutely hilarious. This is fantastic. To think that this is a problem, right? To think that this is a bad thing. I mean, seriously, you gotta have so many things wrong with you. So, then of course, more people came in here stating, yeah, that's better to me. I'm glad there are no boobs as big as a person's head. With them barely having clothes on, the fact that one has to see that shit. With the actual main characters in Xenoblade Chronicles do, pretty much every cutscene is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous! I wouldn't even mind the costume itself that much if the proportions were decent. This just looks pathetic. I mean, they're crying over this stuff. I mean, they literally find a character's design to be offensive. We've seen this multiple times where they think this way. It's just stupid. Another person stated, but, she only has on underwear below the waist. Even with the better proportions, it's still a bizarre outfit. So what? A character wearing short shorts is bizarre. Oh man, it's not like that has never happened in the real world or anything. Never, never. When has that ever happened at all? Oh man. Serious. It makes you wonder how these people last in the real world. It makes you wonder how they react to the real world. As a new fan of the series who loves the game mechanics, it's really disappointing. I wish it was easier to find games with such mechanics that didn't treat my gender like this. You know, it's funny. You complain over female characters and how they have fan service. If it's a male character, oh no, no, it's fine. You know, expose them as much as you want. But female characters, no, 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 no. That's a sin. You can't expose them. How dare you? That's how they act. You know, how dare you make fan service with female characters? Yeah, that's the way they always act, and that's how ResetEra is. Lol, so it changes the exposed sides of the hips to expose the side of the midriff. Thanks for the crumb of non-sexualized DLC. Let's see the men in these steady tight outfits. I mean, ResetEra, I mean, they're crazy. The people on there are nuts. And another person stated, this reminds me of that Snow Bunny lady design from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They both look fine in the 2D art by my standards. By my standards. Note that they say by my standards. But whoever made the models went way overboard. Think about people like this on ResetEra. You know, they're not really fans of games. You know, we see this all the time from Puritans. They screech over these sort of things, and they're not fans of games. So what they do is they make all these complaints to try to, you know, have the game censored. And, you know, they try to make the actual fans miserable because they want to censor what the fans actually do enjoy in these games. You know, so they try to ruin the experience. You know, that's how these people are. Luckily, Atelier Ryza did not bend the knee. This is a good thing, and it goes to show that because they didn't censor anything, it sold well. See, this tells you right here what's going to sell and what isn't going to sell. Not censoring the game and keeping it the way it was meant to be, great. Awesome. People want this game, and people have been buying it. You know, and it looks appealing, and, you know, I myself, I'm going to buy this game too. And I'm glad to see that Atelier Ryza is doing so well. They're making the money. The Puritans, ResetEra are screeching and crying, and it is absolutely hilarious to me. And I'm glad to see that Atelier Ryza is also getting a sequel. Really cool, and I have to say, this is awesome news. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. Make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the news videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.